I ranted last week. I went on a rant about the mock drafts.
Mm-hmm.
It's been getting insane. So I thought there's so much information out now about guys. NFL teams do more background checks than FBI people do about individuals when they want to sign guys. So these guys are well studied before they come into camp. And even with all that, they still get something happens with the guy in camp. You know what I mean?
Look at Reuben Foster.
Yep.
Reuben Foster could spend 10 years in jail.
Yep. It's no bueno. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take it on the other side of that.
Okay.
I want to give you a player's name, and instead of giving me 7,000 breakdowns of it, I want you to associate them with one word, and I'll let you know if I agree or disagree. Okay. So what?
Instead of one word, can we just keep it to term? Because there might
term?
It's a term.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm good.
The goalies are trying to make it as short as possible to see if it works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know if I want to put it on a tee right away for you. McCarron.
Finally.
I love it.
It's been years. I posted a picture I made 4 years ago.
Right here. Here it is.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is AJ McCarron.
This was May of 2014 you did this.
Yep.
Oh, it was so beautiful. That was so fun.
I wanted him so bad in the draft. Oh.
All right.
Terrible.
Finally. That's great.
Finally.
That is great.
Because debate, and we can have this debate. I think this actually isn't a bad debate. Is signing A.J. McCarron the equivalent to drafting a quarterback in the third round? Is it the equivalent? I think it's a fair argument to have, because you talk about you draft a third round quarterback because you want to give him a chance and see what he's got. Right?
Yeah.
You want to see if he could be the future.
Yeah.
I essentially feel like the A.J. McCarron signing falls along a similar thought process. You're giving somebody who was drafted in the lower rounds, right, the opportunity to try and see what he can do for you.
More third-round quarterbacks have gone to Super Bowls recently than first-rounders.
Yep.
Number one. Number two, did you know that in the past 25 years, 4 times, has a Super Bowl matchup featured a first-round quarterback versus a first-round quarterback? 4. Can you name those for a little quick instant trivia? Manning versus Newton.
Yeah.
Roethlisberger versus Rodgers. You know what the previous 2 before that were? Was Kelly and Aikman for 2 years consecutively.
Wow.
Those are the only 4, in the past 25 years, 4 times has a first-rounder faced a first-rounder. Now, obviously, Brady skews that quite a bit in the past.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's been so dominant.
Yeah. So, I mean, but the thing is, there is talent. There is talent out there. You get a Russell Wilson in the third round. I think that to your point, though, to bring it back to McCarron, is that he was drafted in the 5th round, correct? He was a 5th-round pick?
Yep.
So, would a 5th-round pick, if they had 4 years pro experience, a playoff start, and 3 other starts, does that make him now a 3rd-rounder? I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's a logic I'm following.
Yeah, okay.
That's a logic I'm following.
I agree with that. Plus, you have experience. The guy's been in the film room. He knows little nuances of the position and the NFL that you don't have to teach, that he doesn't have to learn for the first time. I'm fine with that. I like I said, you are a lot higher on McCarron than I am.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you got a guy that will know what he's doing.
Yeah.
It appears that he knows what he's going to do. Now, does that stop you from drafting a quarterback? Absolutely not. Will McCarron get in the way of a guy like that? No, he won't.
Not really.
But if you got a guy that... But the thing was, McCarron signed an incentive-based deal, so you might get a guy that... If you draft one, you want McCarron to push him every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, I like the signing.
Well, and I'm just going to be very honest with you. A.J. McCarron is not in a position where he's a mentor. He's not here to be a mentor. He's
like Bridgewater.
Here to be
he's not
a starter.
He's not at that point in his career yet.
Right, so to say that A.J. McCarron is going to develop a young quarterback, I don't think is truth. Anything that he gives that kid inside a film room will just be out of courtesy.
No, I think what he was...
Which is primarily the reason I still expect the Bills to sign Derek Anderson at some point before training camp.
Saban's not a guy to sign rah-rah guys.
No.
Or keep rah-rah guys, or start rah-rah guys.
No.
He's a guy that, like, listen, all right, he's like of the Chuck Noll philosophy where...
Here's your job.
You're motivated. You're self-motivated. If I have to motivate you, I'll get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, in turn, what that means is that McCarron is a guy that's going to lead by example. If you want to follow his example, fine. He's not going to tell you what to do. You want to follow my example, fine. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to do this. If you want to follow it, great. If not, good luck to you, man. I'm not going to try to motivate you or tell you this and that and the other thing.
Well, the reason that I ask, right, is because people say that you need to draft a developmental quarterback, at some point, which I don't necessarily disagree. The Bills only have 2 quarterbacks on the roster right now. They're going to enter the training camp with 4.
Don't you have 3?
Right.
Isn't Webb's there? Or did they get rid
No,
of
Webb. No, Webb's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Webb's. You really counted Joe Webb as a quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Webb's gone.
You talking about a guy that had pro experience playing the position?
Hey, he won. He won a game.
That's what I'm saying.
He tried to give it away first, but he certainly did win.
I'm not saying that you put your money into him being week 1 starter. I'm saying that he was a quarterback.
Yeah. So you only have 2 quarterbacks on the roster right now.
Yes.
You're gonna you're gonna draft one. Like it's just first round, third round, 5th round. You're drafting somebody sooner or later.
Yeah.
But I don't think McCarron is going to be the mentor that people say that he's going to be. I don't think he's there to teach anybody anything. I think he's still learning. He's going to be learning this year.
Yeah.
He's coming in thinking he's the starter. That's never happened.
He does have a leg up on people, though.
Yeah.
Bodine being there, former Bama connection being there.
Yep.
That does. Although, like you said, he can't technically.
They can't talk to each other right now about football, but the connections are there to be able to reasonably translate what A.J. McCarron knows.
Hey, AJ, I left you a birthday present in your mailbox. It's the playbook. He's not supposed to do that.
With technology nowadays, you're telling me that A.J. McCarron doesn't have a playbook? Brian Dable didn't create an email account like don't tell the commish at gmail.com. Didn't email it to him, please.
He has he bought him an NES and a Super Tecmo Bowl and said, here's the playbook.
Just give it to Bo. Just give it to Bo. That's how you solve every problem. Just give it to Bo.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
All right, another word association. So you gave me A.J. McCarron.
This quiz game quickly derailed. I thought we were going to go through like 6-7 names.
I don't think A.J. Put your hand down. I don't think.
You're already putting your hands on me.
People are waiting months for that. So, I don't think.
That's so funny.
I don't think because you have McCarron.
Yeah.
If you can't get where you want to go in the draft and get who you want, I don't think you have to push as hard as you did. That is my personal opinion. I think they're okay. I think they look at it and they go, okay, we could be okay. They did. Look at the cornerback situation last year. We looked at the secondary before the start of the season and we went, what the hell are we going to do? Right? And the secondary played good.
Yeah.
They knew who fit. So I'm willing to continue to believe. I'm going to suspension of disbelief. I'm going to continue to believe that this team knows what it takes to find the guys who fit.
We
now
don't
they can do
know
that on
about the quarterback though.
They can do that on defense. They couldn't do that on offense because Benjamin and Matthews both caught a touchdown reception each this year, right? So the offensive piece of the puzzle doesn't seem to fit too well. But I'm willing to trust that they'll.
Are you trusting them because it's McCarron?
No.
Because here's my counter argument.
Okay.
You want my counter argument?
Yeah. All right.
Newton was there in Carolina before McDermott.
Okay.
But not before Bean.
Yeah.
Bean could have been instrumental in getting him.
Okay.
However, they had the first overall pick that year, and they took Cam Newton. It was kind of a no-brainer.
That was a no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer to take Cam Newton at that spot. So since then, in Carolina, their quarterback position was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the no-brainer this year? There is, like, of all the things we could talk about with Doug Whaley, the guy could scout linebackers.
Yeah.
The guy could scout a defense. The guy
Yeah.
could scout this. He couldn't scout quarterbacks.
Nope.
So, what have we seen so far? You brought in a safety from Cleveland, where everyone's like, you brought in a safety from Cleveland? Didn't they get like 700 points scored on them?
Yep.
You brought in a guy who was just, kind of like a cast-off from Green Bay
Micah
that said
Hyde
you
guy.
can't. He can't play the slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got
And then you
torched.
draft a rookie from LSU that everyone thought, he's kind of skinny.
Wasn't he the third corner off the board? Was he the third corner
Yeah.
off the board?
Yeah, Lattimore. I can't remember the second. I'll put it right here. But the thing was, like, okay, it worked. Defensive work. They're good. They're good at scouting defense. That's great. We don't know about the offense. We don't know if that's going to transfer over because it didn't for Whaley.
No.
And they were gifted Cam Newton with the first overall pick,
in Carolina.
courtesy of.
This is a question.
You don't know the quarterback the previous year that went 1-15, so they got Cam Newton the next year
No.
from Notre Dame.
Jimmy Clausen? Remember when everybody was talking about Clausen?
I think he was
like,
1-15. I'm pretty sure he was 1-15.
Man, and loved Mel Kiper loved Jimmy Clausen. Loved him.
Yeah.